America says it's winning the war.
And we've won.
Even Iran claims the victory too. But who is actually winning? If you ask me, both of them are. Because they are fighting two completely different battles. America is winning the military war decisively, while Iran is winning the narrative war. And that's the war of perception, legitimacy, and global story. And in the 21st century, that second war is the one that writes history. Currently, Iran is primarily running three narratives simultaneously. And they are the ones which would change completely the way you look at victory in war. Number one, the prosecutor narrative. If you look at every image of a school blast destroyed civilian lives that Iran is releasing out in public, it's a clear evidence and a strong case Iran is building against American and Israeli hegemony. Number two, the underdog warrior narrative. In a war of this scale, you don't have to win every exchange. You just have to refuse to fall. And by showcasing that in every response to a strike, even if it's partial, that starts feeding to the most powerful archetype in the history. And that's an underdog who keeps standing no matter what. And that kind of perspective and archetype will win you global allies. Number three, the peer narrative. Every time Iran counters a cyber attack or even exposes an AI disinformation campaign that quietly destroys something that America depends on more than its missiles, it's the belief that it is untouchable. And then there is the Strait of Hormuz. 20% of the world's oil passes through that passage. Iran can physically completely close it, which is doing it on and off, but technically it doesn't even need to do that. The threat alone that it closes makes the markets flinch. It makes European governments hedge and makes every American ally quietly ask, is this war really worth fighting? To further strengthen this, Iran does something more extraordinary. It actually built a narrative that amplifies automatically with every American action. Like every strike, every threat, every show of dominance. So here, America is not just losing the narrative war. It is actually co-authoring Iran's narrative with every move it makes. And ironically, so far, there is no such American action that does not serve Iran's story of how it would want the world to perceive what it truly stands for. Overall, this narrative war of Iran completely pushes the world to look at the idea of winning a war in a different light. To sum it up, military victories might decide who controls the present, but narrative victories decide who controls how the present is remembered.